So another trip that was on this lost footage was one I did to New Zealand. We went down around the Dunedin area, which is in the bottom of the South Island, and dived some areas off there. The water here is quite cold, it's quite green. It's not easy diving because you're just constantly cool, especially if you're sitting in a small rubber ducky kind of boat and the wind's howling up from Antarctica. So every time you get out of the water, you just get this chill. But the water was probably 11, 12 degrees when we were there, but the wind chill factor was a lot worse. I have dived in cooler than that. The fish here come in quite close, and they're not that difficult to spear. There's really just got to be in the right place. And there was plenty of paua, or what they call paua, also known as abalone. So we got a bunch of those. You could even get your bag limit on one dive. So it's always, you grab a few on a trip there and then head out wider to get some of the fish. But what did happen on this trip, which was exciting and also a bit frightening at times, was the number of seals came in, and then followed by them was the sea lions, which are a bit bigger and more aggressive than the seals. These sea lions, they were just everywhere, just zipping in, zipping out. They're flaring their teeth. They come right up in front of your face. It's it's pretty intimidating. At one point I came up to a big male, and I just thought I'd film him from a distance, but he kept creeping up and he was getting closer and closer, just like a slow moving bus. And then I got to a point where I couldn't kick backwards. I was getting a little nervous, but I was holding a camera and I didn't want to kick back because it would have required throwing my arms or my legs out, and I just didn't know whether he was going to have a chomp. They got big canines, so I didn't want to mess with that. But he came so close, and he was so big. and then he just started huffing and puffing. But it was a good experience to be so close to such a big animal. So I recommend when you get the opportunity just to try anything, just get out there, trial different sites, different locations. Yeah, and I had a great time in those waters off the coast of Dunedin in New Zealand.